All right, Warriors, it's time to go deep down the rabbit hole. Now, my brain is weird. It can connect dots, it can connect articles, it picks things up. If I just put my finger right here on my forehead, I can remember things, okay? Do a lot of subconscious mind programming. So, what I want to tell you today is I'm going to take you down a rabbit hole, down a timeline to January 19th, 2021. Now, I could be completely off my rocker. But what I want you to do is I want you to start to see that there is some sort of game that's being played, right? We're seeing the news, but there's a lot deeper agenda. It's like the Wizard of Oz, right? Behind the curtains, there's something else going on. Because I don't think for one moment that this wasn't all planned out. That all of a sudden, Jay Clayton throws out an SEC lawsuit against Ripple, right? And then 2 days later, he leaves the SEC, okay? I don't think that was by chance. I think it's all planned out. I think it's all political theater. So just follow along with me through this journey, but I'm not asking you to trust a word I say. What I'm asking you to do is start to question everything. How I do my investments is based on deep studying, understanding the company, the real world solve, the leadership team, the board of directors, and the connection that they have within the World Economic Forum, the IMF, the fourth industrial revolution, and the new quantum financial system. So I don't just make decisions off hot tips or somebody just tells me there's a new coin out there. I actually go deep down the rabbit hole. So I'm going to take you through how my brain works, and I'm going to take you step by step from what I think is happening behind the scenes. Now I want you to challenge me. I want to see your comments down below. And I'm not saying I'm not an XRP maximalist or a Ripple maximalist. I have Bitcoin, I have Ethereum, I have my feelings on Bitcoin. There's something a little off with it. I don't know what it is, but I invest in Bitcoin. I have Ethereum, I have XRP, I have VeChain. I have a broad portfolio, but my portfolio is built off fundamentals, off real world solve. The reason why I'm invested in Bitcoin is the hedge against inflation. I feel like our fiat currency is going to collapse in America. All fiat currencies have collapsed in history. Okay, well, this is time for a new asset class. So your friend that's telling you cryptocurrency is a fraud, you might want to do your research, Warriors. Think about this. Are you going to take advice from somebody who learned from the old archaic banking system? You know, our parents, maybe our grandparents, they grew up in a completely different financial system that we're heading into. So unless you educate yourself on the new banking rails, the new payment system, understanding the old archaic SWIFT system, you're going to be lost. It's going to be confusing. That's why I'm making these videos. So what I want you to do is just listen to the journey I'm going to take you through. I'm going to repeat a lot of videos because what you repeat in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. So you're going to hear me repeat a lot of things. That's what I teach my warriors in my academy. We do repetition with passion is the mother of success. The more you repeat something, the more it gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. Okay, so I'm going to take you from 2018, okay? And then we're going to move forward to 2020, and then I'm going to go forward into 2021 and where I think we're heading. Now, like I said, down below, say what you mean, just don't say it mean, but let's learn and grow together. All right, so this is June 15th, 2018. The U.S. security officially says Ethereum is not a security, and the price surges. Okay, so this was in June 15th, 2018. So the SEC officially says that Ethereum is not a security. Now, this is important. Bitcoin's number one, Ethereum's number two, and XRP is number three. Ripple's the company, XRP is the coin. Okay, now let's jump forward here. Okay, so now, June 6, 2018, SEC Chairman Jay Clayton, the person who's suing or sued Ripple and then took off, says Bitcoin is not a security. Most ICOs likely are. Okay, ICOs are initial coin offerings. So he goes ahead, and takes care of Ethereum, he takes care of Bitcoin, and all of a sudden, he stops at the number three cryptocurrency in the world. Isn't that interesting? He stops at the number three cryptocurrency in 2018. Okay, so then we come here, and this is in October 2018, and I showed you this video already, but I want you to listen to what he says. Here's what I think is happening. They are shaking out the retail investor. XRP was never meant for us. It was meant for the banks. That's why I understand XRP so deeply. I'm an ex-banker. I have an executive banking certificate in banking through CBA Executive Banking School. I know how to scale banks from the ground up. I understand how important XRP is for banks. They need it. It's not that they want it. They need XRP. Okay? Now listen to what he says. Remember, Jay Clayton, SEC, Ethereum's not a security. Bitcoin's not a security. Now, what does that mean? So what does that mean, right? This is probably foreign language to a lot of people. What that means is a security, right, on the exchange commission, then they deemed it a currency, okay? So, a currency, okay? Now, Ripple right now, that's the battle. They're saying, and you got to understand, the lawsuit is from something that happened 7 years ago, and they're just bringing it up right now. Think about that. Okay, so listen to the words that they say.
Government. All right. Look, we've got a few questions coming in. I want to get to a few of these. We've got 5 minutes. To Dilip, this question comes from the audience. Many people are using cryptos just to buy and sell and make quick gains out of it. Does it hurt the growth of cryptocurrencies, that usage for a quick buck?
So, I mean, it's kind of chicken and egg. You have to create a marketplace. And right now, we have about 150, 200 exchanges around the world that trade in XRP. A lot of it, as you say, is very shallow trading by individuals, and that is not the use case that we are pursuing. What we are pursuing is the use of XRP as a financial asset by sophisticated institutions as a bridging mechanism. So does this hurt or harm? Well, it creates a lot of noise, and we certainly don't want that much noise, but we're waiting. And for example, this last quarter, the bulk of XRP sales were to institutional investors. And as this transitions away from retail to institutions who will start to use it for wholesale financial usage, that's when the turning point will come.
Got it. Another question for
Okay, so that's when the turning point will come. We're at the turning point where he just told us right here. So here's the narrative going on. Bitcoin's not a security. Ethereum's not a security. Let's hold off. And what Jay Clayton did at that point is, from what I remember in my brain, is that the SEC went after the bad actors, the ICOs, initial coin offerings, right, that were causing problems in the marketplace. And then they kind of pushed Ripple off to the side. And then all of a sudden, right before Jay Clayton was leaving in December 2020, right when all this stuff's going on and cryptocurrency is about to moon, we're switching into a new asset class. There's fraudulent, or what's called election fraud, supposedly, right? And we're moving to a blockchain, the fourth industrial revolution, the quantum financial system. All of a sudden, Jay Clayton, right before Christmas, throws out that the SEC is suing Ripple. Okay, this is important. So now the SEC is suing Ripple. Now that would be Jay Clayton, right? And now Jay Clayton, right before he says he's going to sue, or right after he says he's going to sue Ripple, he decides to leave that Wednesday. Okay, so SEC sues Ripple and 2 executives for selling XRP crypto, a 1.3 billion illegal security offering, right? So you understand that this happened 7 years ago. This 1.3 happened 7 years ago. Okay, now, who do you see all over CNN and all the news stations? This is the CEO, Brad Garlinghouse. They have him all over the news, guys. The narrative is here. So why are they shutting it down for retail investors right now? I'm going to tell you why at the end. All right, give me one moment. Everything is delaying here. Let's try to jump into this. Hopefully that'll pick up. There we go. Cool. All right, so that's not going to play. It's probably going to pick up right after. Okay, so we'll just keep moving on here. Okay, so now we have 2018. Ethereum's deemed not a security. Bitcoin's deemed not a security. This gentleman right here says it's not made for us, not made for retail investors. It's made for institutional investors and wholesale. And then, boom, SEC chairman Jay Clayton launches a lawsuit against Ripple for something that happened 7 years ago. You don't think this is political theater, warriors? And then he leaves, and then a cryptocurrency-friendly SEC chairman comes in, okay? And then for some reason, think about this. Use our rational brain. For some reason, Coinbase says January 19th, they're going to stop allowing you to trade and buy cryptocurrency, XRP, on their exchange. Crypto.com on January 19th. So they all just happen to decide the exact same date that they're going to stop allowing you to buy it on there? They're all behind the scenes, behind the curtain, planning something, warriors. And they told us in 2018, what they're working to do is push us retail investors out so that the institutional investors can buy it up. Remember, XRP solves the liquidity problem. That is the biggest problem for banks. That's why I understand XRP. That's why I trust it. That's why I know it. Being an ex-banker, you need liquidity, right? It solves a huge risk for banks. Bankers' number one thing is to mitigate risk. Okay, so now we got SEC Jay Clayton, you got Ethereum's not a security, Bitcoin's not a security. This gentleman says that it is not meant for us. It's meant for the institutional investors. Okay, SEC starts suing Ripple right during this, right? Then Coinbase is going to delist it on, or not delist it, excuse me, not allow you to buy or sell it. Crypto.com says delisting and not allowing you to buy it on their exchange. Then I'm going to take you a little bit deeper. So you think, you hear people all over saying, XRP is going to zero, Ripple's going down, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's remind ourselves where the connections are. Okay, so Bank of America executive lifts the lid on Ripple partnership. This was in April 11, 2020. It's all political theater. Bank of America's head of global banking has helped praise on cryptocurrency project Ripple and its ability to integrate with traditional bank services. Speaking on the podcast, B of A's Julie Harris discussed emerging payment options for businesses and how it can improve efficiency. It's not about our platform capability. It's about you as a client and the infrastructure you have and the ability for us to integrate with the platforms. Now, here's what you need to understand, is they can get RippleNet up and going within 10 minutes. It's a cloud system. So banks are aggressively moving towards this. Okay, so if you can move them onto the system in 10 minutes, XRP has solved a massive, massive problem for banks. Okay, so now this is all my speculation. I'm not a financial advisor, it's not financial advisor. This is just how my brain works. So April 11, 2020, Bank of America lifts that they are with Ripple and working with Ripple, one of the top banks in the world. Okay, then you move on over here, and Warren Buffett made the announcement that they were moving out of most bank stocks, and Warren Buffett, this was on August 3rd, 2020, he moves into Bank of America heavily. Warren Buffett and his investing team, Berkshire Hathaway, have now made not one, not two, but three big investments in Bank of America. First, Buffett purchased over $800 million worth of shares at the pricing ranging from roughly 23 to 24. A few days later, again, they bought another $400 million at the price roughly 24 to 24.30. Last week, Buffett struck again, purchasing $522 million worth of shares, price ranging from 24 to 25. Okay, so why did he close out of most bank stocks like Wells Fargo, Chase, and move into Bank of America, making it his second highest holding in his portfolio besides Apple? Okay, so you just have to think about that. Who's connected to him? Ripple. You guys think it's going to disappear? Hell no. They told us in 2018 that it's for institutional investors. They are going to get wealthy as hell off of this. And I feel, in my paradigm, the few of us that hold on to XRP and hold on tight and ride this crazy wave and all this bullcrap narrative going on, it's going to be generational wealth. Just my opinion. I'm holding tight. I bought more today, and I bought more this morning at 4 o'clock this morning. Okay, now here's another thing to look at. American Express joins RippleNet, giving visibility and speed to global commercial payments. Okay, so Amex is with XRP, or Ripple, excuse me. You have Bank of America with Ripple. You have some of the largest bank institutions in the world with Ripple, and okay, sorry, someone's knocking on our door. And then Trump just handed, so this is on, where are we at here? September 23rd, 2020. Trump just handed Warren Buffett a bag with Amex to enter China. Okay, now remember, Ripple is connected to American Express. Ripple is connected to Bank of America. Warren Buffett increases his position in Bank of America by almost 10%, close to 11%. Trump hands Warren Buffett a bag to enter American Express for the first time. American Express enters China. There's a much bigger narrative going on, Warriors. That's why I tell my Warriors in my academy not to listen to your neighbor, not to listen to the person at the poker table, the person that you saw at the gym that's telling you that XRP is a fraud or it's going to go to zero or RippleNet or Ripple's going to be gone, right? This is all a political theater. Do you see how I piece all this stuff together and how my brain works? I don't listen to the news. I watch it. I listen to what they say. I take the words and then I dive deep into the connections. Now remember, Brad Garlinghouse from Ripple, the CEO, is on the committee for the World Economic Forum for cryptocurrencies. Think about this, Warriors. Ripple is going nowhere. XRP is going nowhere. What I think is happening, my opinion only, you can comment down below and challenge this, is that they're trying to shake us little retail investors out. And they're going to just load up the institutional investors. They're going to shut down the exchanges on the 19th for XRP. as soon as the inauguration happens and everything settles down, XRP is the scapegoat for the SEC to bring in regulation. Once they bring in regulation, they're going to open it back up and the price is going to skyrocket. That's exactly what I think is going to happen, in my opinion. Not a financial advisor, not financial advice. That's what I'm holding on for. That's why I'm accumulating more. So things that we're looking at is to see what exchanges delist it or take it off, right? So I use multiple exchanges like Kraken, Crypto.com, Coinbase. What I'll do is before the 19th, if they delist it, I'm just going to take it off, put it on my ledger. I posted on my ledger already, put all of it on my ledger, and just sit tight, long-term hold. So if you want to join our Private Warrior Academy, click the link down below. Weekly, we have our cryptocurrency call where we talk about new projects, technical analysis. We talk about upcoming projects, and I show my portfolio. Every time my portfolio updates, I send it to my warriors so you can see exactly what I'm doing, complete transparency. Number 2 is we have an ecosystem, a Discord, where you can join with over 300 warriors that are much smarter than me, that are sharing advice, and you can ask questions. Number 4, I don't even know what number I'm on. Number 4, we're launching a 120-day challenge starting January 4th, which is Monday, where you go through a 120-day mind, body, and soul reset to help reprogram your subconscious mind to wealth, exercise, nutrition, as you build generational wealth for your family. So if you want to join that, click the link down below. You can still get in. We kept the Cyber Monday deal going just because we've just had so much going on. It's still 90% off. So if you want to join the academy, jump in. If not, join the private or free private Facebook group, and we go live every single day. You know what I always say? Warriors, rise. Let's go.